Hello everybody, here we are with Napoleon against Europe. I've set up the introductory scenario, which is called the 100 Days, which basically is in 1815 and it's played over 5 to 6 rounds, and it starts in round 2. At this stage, Napoleon is pretty much on his own. He isn't allied with anybody except the Kingdom of Naples, and everybody else is allied against him. So we have Russia, Prussia, Austria, Britain. I mean, here we have actually Wellington. He's already in Europe, in mainland Europe, with the army, which is over here. So you can see this is the army of Britain. Here you have the Italian army. This is with the French, and here we have the Grande Armée, which is of course headed by Napoleon, and it sits bang smack here in the middle in Reims, or in Champagne. We also have a lot of sea power happening. The British have 9 fleets, and they were in the rules it says to set them up to blockade the French fleets. I don't know what they actually mean by that, so what I have done is I've just basically decided to blockade a couple of harbors. Here I'm blockading Naples. Here we have a French fleet, and Naples is of course held by Murat. Here we have 2 fleets in Brest. Here we have 2 fleets in Saint-Malo and 2 fleets here in Le Havre. So basically they will find it quite difficult to operate. We have also got the Russian fleet in the Black Sea and the Russian fleet here in the Baltic Sea. Basically they should be in the Baltic Sea. They both are restricted in their movements, as you can tell. Their movement allowance is 8, but it's got this orange background. This means that this ship or this fleet cannot move outside its dedicated area, which in this case is the Mer Noire, and here the Mer Baltique. Again, the Russians are confined to this. So now we're starting with according to the turn sequence, we're starting with the declaration of war phase. So let's see how this works. I don't think that we can actually declare war on anybody. I mean, everybody is at war already, so we can of course try and declare a war on someone else. So for example, I suppose Russia could declare war on the Ottoman Empire, which is neutral at the moment. I'm not sure if that's such a good idea, because if they did, then they would have to move all the way down here with a couple of troops, or with the Russian army over here, all the way down here. I suppose it would be easier for them to actually just make a decision to go down the diplomatic route, which is what they will do. So we have a couple of big countries that are neutral. Portugal is neutral, as is the Ottoman Empire. So both would be interesting allies for both sides. And what I'm going to do is I'm now going to play and see, can I win one of them or maybe both of them for one of the sides. So basically I'll start playing this game and I'll get back to you and give you a couple of updates. Okay, and here we are back. Britain has been quite successful at sea. It has destroyed the Neapolitan fleet. It has also taken out one of the French fleets, but both English fleets have had to withdraw. And then Napoleon or France tried to conquer or tried to take out the Chouan unit, which didn't work at all. Basically, it ended in a stalemate, and France had to retreat. But then Napoleon actually decided to attack the Prussian army, and both sides countermarched. So that means that up to the stacking level of the army, and this is 9 times 2, 18, you can add forces if they are adjacent to the battle area. And that was the case. So 2 forces joined the Grande Armée, and 2 forces joined the Elbe Army, and there was it was a huge battle. 27 steps in all were included, and Napoleon managed to defeat the Prussian army almost completely. It's now demoralized. It has lost all of these units, because not only did he win by a margin of 20-9, basically he rolled a 20 on the modified die roll, which is a 7 plus cavalry step loss, and the Germans rolled a 9, which means 3 losses on Napoleon's side. Also, of course, the Germans were demoralized, and then there was a cavalry pursuit where they also lost steps. So it's not been going too well for the coalition. However, they managed to both convert Portugal and win them for their cause, as well as the Ottoman Empire. So the Ottoman Empire is now allied with the coalition. I've deployed the troops. Since it didn't say anything in the rules, I just assume that when a neutral power becomes an ally, you just deploy all their troops, unless there's anything in the scenario, which there isn't. So now it's again, we've played 2 rounds of activation. There are 6 rounds in all. So 2, I'll have to make a note. 1, 2. So now it's the coalition, and they're still in round 2. So we will see what they do.